Mm-hmm. We live.
What a volume, man. There you go.
There we go. Yeah. Now we can hurry. I had all this time and I'm just not doing it.
Sorry for the very dim light. It's the only light in here. Shut up, nigga.
What's wrong with you? Yo?
None of y'all.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be black, that's for sure.
Is it? Is it, son? Is it really?
You got a Jahan. You got a Jahan on. You know?
Yeah. Gotta get the number one
I
pick
do
is
feel
the,
like the teams,
the first ever Commanders.
I think the fans, teams who won this week get to wear their jersey. Yo. That sound like a plan to me.
It's a big win. Prime time.
I got the Geekly on standby.
When the
Please,
lights
nobody
was
care
on.
about CTE, man. So cut it out.
When the lights
Cut.
was bright. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It was just us out there. Everybody watching. Went out there, handle business. So nobody wants smoke. You undefeated, you don't want smoke. You want to hear. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, God. I gotta do this freaking promo shit. Hey, man. You know what's hilarious?
Hmm.
How did Josh Lambo get his case dismissed?
Well, to be honest, I know nothing about it, and I do not care about anything Josh Lambo related.
Nah,
They can start
it's not
charge.
because he filed a lawsuit against Urban Meyer for kicking him.
Good. I'm glad he lost it. Sorry
Hey,
ass.
nah, bro. You ain't about to do that to me. You want to come up off some bread,
That
brother.
boy got Dicker the kicker now. Boy, he don't care about nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Dicker and Dusty. Some guys, son.
Hmm.
There's some guys right there, boy. Real kickers.
The good old days. Not everyone can have a. I'm having a hard time naming my kicker. Oh my god. Yo, who's my kicker?
I thought you didn't like him.
I don't know.
He was he was good all season except that one game. That one game where the lights got bright, he just absolutely wasn't ready. What
Couldn't
is
be
his
my kicker.
name?
Couldn't be my kicker.
Couldn't be mine.
My kicker hitting 350
Brother,
yarders in one game. Couldn't be me.
My kickers winning special teams player of the
brother,
week, boy.
your
You
kicker
talking
missed
about?
Hmm.
point pop.
Same.
That buff ass nigga was driving me crazy. That buff kicker get on my nerves, yo. I think out of all Panthers kickers, he's my least favorite for sure. He hit a 50 yarder and then go get two straight extra points. I'm like, son, come on.
If I had a least favorite Chargers kicker, wow. That would take me a while to go through. Not even gonna lie to you. That would take a while.
Which
Chargers
one?
had some
I know I
awful
got
kicking
one.
luck, man. Like awful.
I know I got one.
Off the top of my head, I'll probably say Young Koo. Off the top of my head, I say Koo because he stunk it up with us. We gave him a job because he was spinning that ball and doing backflip kicks and shit on YouTube. He come to the Chargers, stink. Then he go to the Falcons and he Harrison Butker basically. I'm like, okay, bro, cool.
Don't say Harrison Butker, man. Leave me alone.
The butt kicker.
The butt licker.
What about Nate Kading?
He was a guy until we played the Jets in the playoffs. He was a guy, son. He was one of the most accurate kickers ever. And then he saw Mark Sanchez and started shaking in his boots, nigga. Shit is sickening.
Mark Sanchez to do that to you, son. Ask Belichick.
Listen here, this guy on Twitter, and his name is Braden Deacon, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are his draft comps for all the top 6 wide receivers in this class. I want y'all to listen to these awful comps. Okay, Jackson Smith and Jigba is Justin Jefferson.
Oh, I know exactly what list you talking about now.
Jordan Addison is Terry McLaurin. Kayshon Boutte is Amari Cooper. Quentin Johnston is Mike Will. Josh Downs is Hollywood Brown. And Jalen Hyatt is Devontae Smith. Now, I don't think any of those 6 players play alike. Like none of their comps play like remotely similar, like at all, bro. I don't get it.
They gotta reach for something, yo.
I mean, but you ain't gotta reach for comps, though. Like Kayshon Boutte and Amari Cooper couldn't be 2 different players.
Who I call Boutte when I see him? I forgot.
Booty.
Nah, his good tape, I think it reminded me of like a bit faster Anquan, like a young Anquan. Young Anquan used to actually run after the catch.
He could run after the catch because he was breaking tackles, not because he could run. Anquan was always slow, young.
Mm-hmm.
A great Anquan.
I see a faster Anquan, really. I can't even say that though now because I used to think Boutte had hands. Now he doesn't. So
he's a spot only guy too. I'm just not moved by his tape, man. I'm not moved by it at all. Like he's a good player.
I already told you, yo, JSN is Keenan Allen.
No, he is not. Because JSN creates a lot more after the catch than Keenan did at Cal. Like Keenan after the catch at Cal was good, but JSN is like
the separation.
Yeah, he just be open, son. And JSN is a lot smaller. Like I think we think Keenan Allen is a smaller receiver because he plays in the slot. Keenan's 6'2", 210, dude. Like Keenan's a big wide receiver.
Exactly.
He just moves different.
He just slow. He quick, but he just slow.
Yeah. He's definitely slow, but he's quick. It used to be he was really quick, but average speed. Now he's just oh god.
Yeah, now he's just.
It's like he running with logs on his legs now, son. It's bad. My dog is cooked. Dog is cooked.
Yeah.
That's why that hamstring.
Yeah, them screens cooked, man. He practicing this week though, so hopefully we locked in, man.
Hey, why Adrian go crazy in the chat? Nigga spitting bars in the chat, yo.
Oh, I need to see that, Joe.
Chat popping. They lit right quick. Shout out to them. I love it, yo. I love it. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the gang. Appreciate the support, man. Shout out to y'all niggas, man.
There's something wrong with that Drew, man. There's something wrong with that, brother.
Hey,
it
man,
really is.
You don't have to tell me twice.
We don't even have to say it once, but I just have to say it. It's
Mm-hmm.
that nigga
I gotta
Drew.
put it up here, yo. I gotta put it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's staying up the whole chat.
103.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on with my shit?
228.
Yeah. Oh. Nah, we about to get this show on the road.
Let's do it, man.
Once I figure out how to use this thing again.
Mm-hmm. We got Rusty over here.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna click the wrong one.
My dad downstairs yelling at the Wizards. What's going on, yo? Y'all losing?
Is this one?
Sip. Yeah. Sip. Huh? Yeah. Big bet. Tell me what you niggas really know about big tech. These niggas be swines, might as well be made of pig flesh. Might make an appearance, but that shit just for the quick check. We the jiggy niggas in the city, bitch dipset. I just made a play and I got double back. In a day, what you make in a month, I'm making double that. I can make the money come easy, I'll never fumble that. I might fill the tub up 100 to take a bubble.
Yo, we are back. Another episode. Another one. Not the two.
All right, dude.
What is wrong with this, man? Hey, yo, get your connection in order before you want to act up, all right?
Hey, man, this is what you just gonna have to work with today.
But we back, man. We back with another episode. 3-Way Deal, 3-Way Meals, all that good stuff. I'm your host, Grizzy Gray. I got my two co-hosts with me. Oh, shoot, where our names go, y'all? I'm lacking over here, y'all.
3-Way
I ain't got no name, yo.
Yeah, where the names at, y'all? What?
They don't know our name, yo. My name is Orlando Bloom.
Nobody need to know me anyway.
They call me Swank the Ron.
All right, yo, where are the names at, y'all?
Red said Don Streamer from AOL. I'm telling you, nigga got LimeWire on his computer.
Bro, they broke the joint, yeah.
I'm on Uvu. I'm here for Uvu.
That's
But
disgusting.
they broke the junk. Man, forget it. It's probably because I got Drew joined that way. Let me see.
Yeah, get Drew away.
What's that TikTok where they be having the debates and they go to the old nigga that played basketball? Streams always look the worst.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking
about. That's my guy
right now.
We
that
need
nigga
to get him
always got an old school ass. Nigga like David Robinson is better than Giannis. He's like, nigga, no, he's not.
No, he cooking. I'll let him cook.
He cooking.
I'll let him cook.
He said, I think David Robinson is a much better athlete than Giannis. I was like, what are you thinking?
David Robinson was an elite athlete now.
He was, yo. The Admiral.
He was.
Not the
That's because he was 160.
I mean, yeah, sure, but so was Giannis at one point.
Yeah.
So was Giannis. Giannis was 98 pounds when he got to the league.
Man,
but then that brother beefed up to 250 and said, "Let me stop playing with y'all niggas. Let me
David
realize
Robinson didn't want to lose his fluidity and shit. You know, he had that Navy, that Army body and shit. You want to lose that, yo. That's it. You want to stay slender.
That diet plan from the Great Basin Kid, you'll get some weight.
You want that
kid show you how to gain some weight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Giannis went to the school of wherever Eddie Lacy was eating at. That's where Giannis was at. Said, nigga, I need to get on that diet. I need to get big. Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're gonna start the pod like this today, man. Before we get into the topics of, I didn't even do the intros right, man. These are my co-hosts right here. To the left of me or to the right, I don't know what it is on y'all screens. My man Stu.
What's going on, gang?
And you know, always down under. My man, Swank the Don. Can't even see this.
Can't even see it all shit all pixelated. Fuck, bro.
Hey, bro.
You can see me, yo.
Shut up.
I change myself.
No, we can't, Bruce Wayne.
No,
We
no,
can't.
we cannot. It's all black and white niggas like I'm watching a 60s comedy. It's disgusting.
It's the
Okay.
room. I ain't gonna lie. I swear to God, it's the room.
It's not a filter, yo. You're not
This
Yeah,
room
playing.
is so
you
dark.
got on this old filter.
This is hilarious, bro. This is.
A black and white yearbook picture.
Anyways, yo. Start the pod, man. Everybody gonna say
We're
one
not speaking
thing.
of this.
What? What the?
Bro, we're not getting through this pod, bro.
All right, man. All right.
All right, yo. All right. All right, man. So to start the pod, man, we all gonna say one thing that uh that really impressed us this week in sports. Could be anything.
One thing that really impressed us this week.
You know what I'm gonna say. I got my white.
I'm going with the Vikings.
On.
I'm 100% going with the Vikings. People said, were they legit? We have seen them play all backups. All right, well, let's go face Josh Allen and then whoop his ass.
Did they whoop him though? Did they?
I think the game would have been
They ain't
better.
whoop him.
I mean,
I
the
think
game
they would have whooped him if Kirk
is
played better. Kirk ain't played good. Kirk ain't played good.
you say that, but like, how often does Kirk play good anyway? Like we call him mid for
He's
a
been
reason.
good this season. Right.
Kirk Cousins has been the definition of average this entire season. Go look at all his stats. They in the middle of everything. EPA per play, middle. DVOA, 15th, 16th. Yards, like 19 or like 12th, something in the middle. Like, he's average, but I get it. The Vikings, there's been a lot of naysayers about the Vikings. I believe they were a good team, regardless. Do I think they're 8-1 good, like Super Bowl contender? Probably not, like in the grand scheme of things, but they keep stacking wins, man. Keep stacking wins. I mean, not that they got lucky, but how often is Josh Allen going to forget how to take a snap on the 1 yard line, bro? I mean, let's be real. He just forgot how to take a snap for one play.
That shit was mind boggling.
Can we talk about the revival, though? The revival of Patrick Peterson?
Yeah, the boy been playing good ball, man. Old man been playing good ball. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's been
I love it. I love it, man. You know, that was my boy. That was my boy, man.
He's been playing good ball, man. I like
it.
Yeah, he's been good. But I'm gonna keep it in that division. Christian Watson, boy, he went out there and we was talking about him earlier, Don. He looks a lot like Martavis Bryant, nigga. Like he looks a lot like Martavis Bryant out there, bro. He's just so damn explosive, bro. Like I have no clue how the Packers was like, you know what? I know he was hurt and everything, but we can't put him on the field. Nigga, you was throwing go balls to and no disrespect to none of these players. But Sammy Torre, come on, man. They throwing go balls to Alan Lazard all game. You know I like Alan Lazard. Like, come on, man. You gotta get somebody that can run out there. And they finally did. Man, I seen Aaron Rodgers throwing crosses to Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins in 2022. Like, man, y'all got to get Christian Watson on the field more, bro. He scored 3 damn touchdowns. Not only did he score 3 touchdowns, he scored 3 touchdowns on the top 5 defense. Like, the Cowboys' defense ain't sweet, man. That's a really good defense.
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel y'all on that. I feel y'all. You know what I'm going to say, man.
I don't.
I'm going to keep it in the same conference. I got to talk about my boys. Just for one time. I got to do it one time.
Yeah.
I got to do it one time, man. I'm very impressed that we were able to do that. I didn't think we were going to do it. I didn't think we had the horses, yo. I didn't think we would be able to execute consistently enough to hang with them and what they were able to do. Cause Philly ain't no slouches, man. They don't play down the competition at all. But I feel like it was a couple plays here and there. But then you could say that about other plays for them that that were missed calls for them also. But
See,
that
the
whole
whole
Dallas
commander
Goddard joint,
surge, the whole commander surge thing doesn't move me
it don't
because I've
move me.
seen
But
Ron
I'm
do this
impressed that we got
for
that win.
3 years, man. Ron does this every
No, yo,
year.
it
It is
don't.
like, damn,
No, yo,
they go 3-5, and they're like, oh God, the Commanders, the football team, whatever y'all are when Ron was there,
yeah.
they're bad, and then they win 3 in a row, and they're like, Ron got them, and
I'm
then they
not
start
moved by
losing
that
again.
either.
It's just,
I know that this is gonna happen. I know that this is gonna happen. I
I know
know,
it's frustrating for
but not.
y'all fans. I know it is, bro, because it's like, damn,
Yeah, I know that this
every
is gonna
year,
happen. And we're gonna get a mid pick, and then we're not gonna trade up. We're not gonna do anything. We're gonna trade back,
niggas gonna have
and,
a 15th
and
pick.
then we got the 15th trade back to the 20, and then bank on somebody, and
It's
play
just
it
the
like that.
same thing every year, and that just annoys the
It does
shit out
annoy
of
the
me.
fuck out of me.
Especially because the team, not that y'all are a bad team, because I don't think y'all are bad. Y'all aren't. I don't think y'all are a playoff team. I don't.
Oh yeah, I don't
But
think so
like,
either.
There's a
how
mediocre
how
Colts.
many years? Say what you say, Don.
They the mediocre Colts. The Colts can't ever get a quarterback,
Oh my
but the
god.
roster's good enough. Washington roster just ain't good enough.
Yeah,
No,
the
I think
Colts
our
have a really
roster
good
is.
roster.
I think our roster is
Well,
actually not that bad. I don't think we have
it's
a
not. It's not
terrible roster.
horrible. It's
Like
not
yeah,
horrible. It's not like bottom
like
7.
the offensive line need work. I feel like the receiving core is okay enough right now. You know what I'm saying, where you don't need to tweak it.
Yeah, it's fine, but y'all small. That bothers
Our
me.
running back, the running back game. Plus, you got AG that could play wide receiver too, basically. So,
Mhm.
and then yeah, so offensively and defensively, they're just playing well as a unit. So
Yeah.
it's not too much. I mean, definitely we could use a corner for sure. We could definitely use a
Yeah,
corner,
the
but
DBs still stink to me. Well,
yeah,
the
yeah,
corner
the
stink.
corner room for sure. Yeah, so we could definitely use a corner, but outside of that, and another linebacker probably. Outside of that, you don't really need to touch the defense for the way that we're playing right now. But
Yeah, playing good ball, man. That's for sure.
yeah,
Playing good.
defense playing good, offense played consistently for 4 quarters, basically. I would say. Well, let me not even say 4 quarters.
The Brat,
I say probably.
y'all be all
I
right,
say
man. You
3.
got the Brat coming soon.
I say 3, but
Come on.
hopefully we're able to take advantage of this 4-game spread between two with the Giants, the Texans, and what's the other one? I forgot what we got.
Oh, y'all
Giants gonna
play.
murder you.
It's somebody
I think
stinky.
everything.
It's somebody stinky. But
Y'all
yeah,
play Houston Davis Mills this week, huh?
mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's gonna be
Ew.
a
That's a
barn burn.
W.
It's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
it's gonna be
it's
a
a dub unless
slugfest.
they mysteriously forget how to tackle because they're a relatively good tackling team.
It's gonna be a slugfest, brother. Watch for no
Mm-hmm.
reason at all.
If
Damian
they
Pierce
lose,
will run somebody over
the
you.
Pierce. Destroy them.
They have a good
Only
run
way
defense.
y'all lose is
I'm
if
not worried
Pierce
about
destroys y'all.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. But for some
I'm
reason,
worried about if Damian Pierce gets to the second level. Because
who,
if he gets to that second level, then it's destroyer time. it might get ugly after
Yeah,
that. But
like
the front four is good enough. So.
I'm worried about whoever their wide receiver 2 is going to be this week going off on them.
Nico Collins.
Nico going for 98. Watch.
Oh God.
He going for 98.
Don't be scared.
We always do this. We've won like what 3 out of our last 4. Oh yeah, it's definitely time for another L. It's definitely time for that.
Yeah, I get it, son.
Everybody gangster. Rex Burkhead lines up.
Unless it's the year that we go 9-8 for some reason, but yeah.
And that's funny because y'all could go 9-8 and still be last in the division. That's how good the division is this year.
Exactly.
That's hilarious. That is a complete
That's
difference
a playoff
from what
spot,
it was.
though. I think
If we go 9-8, that means all of us are in. We
is
go 9-8,
9-8
all
a
of us
playoffs?
are in.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. I don't know. It depends how the Packers finish off. Because the last 2 weeks, even though the Packers did lose to the Bills,
And
that
they
second
lost,
half,
and they lost to us.
They got their groove back.
yeah, they got their groove back.
No, they
and
got
then
their
just
groove
put
back,
up,
though.
30 on the Cowboys or damn.
What's the record right now?
Green Bay 4-6.
Oh yeah, see, I don't
It's
know.
not they're not winning the division, that's for sure. But they can still make the wild card, man. Like
They can make the wild card, but
not everybody is sold because
I think they gonna
as
have to
good
get that
as
win.
San Fran is, they still haven't been able to run the ball really effectively this year. So I'm lower on them than I usually would be. Um, I think Seattle is real, but eventually some of these guys got to come back down to earth. Like eventually Minnesota's going to lose a few games. Eventually the Eagles are going to drop 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So it opens up. It's just hard for me to think that 4 teams in one division going to make the playoffs, bro.
That's
That's
insane.
ridiculously hard, bro. That is
That's
crazy.
insane. Didn't it happen one year? I swear we seen it happen.
Green Bay and Tampa getting their groove back in the same week.
Yeah, that's hell for the NFC because if both of the 12s can get their shit together, oh man,
I'm glad we don't gotta play neither one of them again. Well, I mean,
that's
we already took care of Green Bay. I ain't scared of them.
I mean,
Well,
you
yeah,
got
we already beat Brady once, so it's nothing.
Yeah,
all right.
nah, ain't nothing. Ain't worry about it.
Nobody worried about Prince James Walker and them. Come on.
Said Prince James, Patrick Johnson Walker.
Only 2 games back. They're respected.
Preston Jones Walker. Ain't nobody scared of him, yeah. And that's terrible, y'all. 2 games back. That's disgusting. Y'all got like 9 losses, man. That's fucking disgusting. That is disgusting, dog.
That's terrible.
It's awful.
It's terrible over there.
It's fucking awful, yeah.
Oh my god. All right, yo. Let's get on to the awards. NFL awards time, man. Mid-season. We're gonna start off with the offensive rookies. All right, yo. Anybody want to take a swing at it first?
I'm listening.
Right,
Kenneth Walker. I think it's Kenneth Walker. Brees Hall got hurt, so I think the way Kenneth Walker plays for Seattle, bro, is absolutely mind blowing right now, and it's what I expected. It is what I expected because I really liked him coming out of college. So seeing him going to Seattle, and Seattle is a run first offense, so I think it'll be Kenneth Walker.
I can get with that. But I disagree. It's Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce is 5th in the league in rushing yards right now. On one of the worst offensive lines in the league, a team that can't pass, a team that can't stop the run either. So it's not like he has a bunch of time to get the ball. You know. And
I
Kenny
wonder
Walker
how can they Yeah.
Like Dameon Pierce has 772 rushing yards. If I had to ask y'all who's 6th in rushing yards, who y'all think it is? Sidetrack, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
It is in order from 1 to 5. Saquon, Derek, Nick, Josh Jacobs, Dameon Pierce, who's 6?
Is it? I do think it might be. Is it Lamar?
Lamar Jackson
It's
is
Lamar. It gotta be Lamar. Where's Lamar?
Lamar's like 13th.
It's Fields. It's Justin Fields.
It's Justin Fields. It's Justin Fields.
He did have like
the nigga had like 2
150-yard games.
150-yard games. Like, bro. And there was another stat I looked at. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about the Bears right now. But there was another stat I looked at. The last 5 games, the Bears haven't had one game below 230 rushing yards. One game. That's like shit that Georgia does to Appalachian State and shit like that. 230 yards in the last 5 games at least? Whew, niggas look like Navy out there.
That's insane.
Bulls look like 06 Georgia Tech.
That was going to be tough.
That is insane.
Oh, yeah, Khalil Herbert. Well, that's good for my fantasy team. You know, hope Khalil Herbert rest up and everything, but I need him David Montgomery.
I need Montgomery to step up.
Yeah, I need that. I need that. So, yeah, rest up, Khalil Herbert, though.
I'm with Stu on that one, though.
But, yeah, I'm gonna go. I got Dameon Pierce, man. He's been incredibly hard to tackle. His vision is definitely improved from college, even though in college he didn't have the opportunity to show it for real because Dan Mullen is a terrorist. I don't know how the hell he had him just sitting there not playing. Damian Pierce breaks like 15 tackles a drive, and Dan Mullen didn't play him in college. Didn't play him at all. But yeah, I'm gonna go Damian Pierce, Kenneth Walker right up there. Olave is up there as well. Um, like Don said, Brees Hall was a pretty big name too before he tore his ACL too. So, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with big DP.
I would go Icky on my stew agenda, but I can't.
Hell no.
Yeah. So you gotta get offensive linemen in there, but since they didn't
Fuck
give it to
no.
Slater or Creed Humphrey, I'm off that train. If you ain't gonna give it to an All Pro, you ain't give it to nobody.
Man, I'm with Stu on that one, man. But I'm going with Damian Pierce also.
Mm-hmm.
Like Stu already mentioned, he's what fifth in
Fifth
rushing
in rushing
yards.
yards.
Fifth in rushing yards, man. He he only got four total touchdowns, but I feel like his production
Mm-hmm.
on the field and what he's been able to bring to that weak ass Texans offense is just remarkable on its own. Uh, and piggybacking off of what Stu said on the broken tackles, he's literally second in the league in broken tackles with 53. Only only one less to Nick Chubb, I believe that's who it is.
like
He got
son,
54, and that's
he's
elite.
tied
That's
for
elite
third.
company to be
Like
right with.
he's tied for third for most 20-yard rushes in the league, behind Nick Chubb, Saquon, and Derrick Henry. Or Derrick Henry has 7, Saquon has 7, Nick Chubb has 10. How many
Okay,
40-yard rushes do we have? Damian Pierce has 2 40-yard rushes. Like,
he has
which is tied second.
like in five of the 9 games that he's played, he's had at least 90 yards. Like, come on
Mm-hmm.
now,
There's a lot of Justin Fields in these rushing lists. Jesus Christ.
he be cooking, yo.
He's a guy now.
That's because he a running back.
Hey, man. Shit. He has the third most first downs of any rusher in the league. You know who's first?
No,
Josh Jacobs.
TJ
No,
Watt.
second. Okay. Next topic.
Lamar Jackson.
Justin Fields. It's the Justin Fields show for me, nigga.
I'm gonna always say Lamar first. It's gonna be one of them.
Yeah, and I respect it. But Justin Fields, see the difference between Lamar and Justin. Lamar is twitchy and he's like running away from people side to side and making you like
Oh
not
yeah, oh no,
touch him.
yeah. Justin fighting for
Justin
the
is
yards.
hitting a hole and he is running 98. Oh shit,
Oh, I was like,
98
what?
miles per hour.
I was
It's
like, who just got it? Yeah, I was like, somebody hacked the pie.
what Rage called it, the AOL connection. That shit.
Hey yo, I was like, somebody hacked the pie, yo.
Nah, that's better, yo.
There you go, young. Yeah.
I was like,
About
what
to
the
say,
hell? I was like, what the hell going on?
It's my phone. It's my old phone. It's the iPhone
Oh,
X.
All right, but we're moving on to defensive rookie of the year.
Oof.
I want to kick this one off, yo, because
Go ahead, man.
I got to rep my boy,
And I'm gonna tell you why it ain't him.
I got to rep my city.
I'm gonna tell you why it ain't even, nigga.
I got to rep my city. My boy Sauce, the boss, Gardner.
Sauce the ball.
My brother leads the NFL in pass defenses. You know what I'm saying? He only got 2 picks right now, but it's just because he's just so locked down, shut down. He just scurs so many targets, yo. He literally leads the league in the least amount of yards given up in man coverage.
7 yards.
He literally in man coverage, like the yards per target and per reception first. Like, come on now. He is locked down. He's shut down. 41% completion percentage. That's fourth, in the NFL. That's good numbers right there. You know what I'm saying? 38.4 passer rating, you know what I'm saying, when targeted and shit like that, Overall coverage grade, 88. 87.8 if you want to get specific, you know what I'm saying? People like specifics and whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? He's just too good. Just too tall, too lengthy, too like why does he have you know what I'm saying, the hips and feet that he does at 6'6" what, 2? 6'3"?
210.
Like, come on now, brother. He shouldn't be able to do that. He already has 3 rookie player of the weeks on top of a NFL player of the week. I rest my case.
It sounds good, brother. It do.
I rest my case.
But I'm gonna go with the other cornerback that's in Seattle right now. because this is a league where I'm sorry, numbers matter.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 interceptions, I think, is like what? I think that leads the league.
Second, behind
Second.
Chauncey Gardner Johnson.
Yeah, see? Numbers like that, that's what people look for. 5 interceptions. I think he got like he forced 2 fumbles. He's
He
he's
had 5 picks, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown.
yeah.
That's your defensive rookie of the year right there. That's your defensive rookie of the year. And it's not like Woolen has been bad in coverage and he's just lucking up and getting tip passes. He's been a good coverage guy. Now, he hasn't been as good as Sauce, for sure. Like, I'm not even putting those two in the same stratosphere as far as man-to-man lockdown corner type, you know. But 5 interceptions in 10 games, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. Come on, man. He could easily finish the year with 7, 8 picks. Like, how can you not give the rookie of the year to a rookie who has 8 interceptions? Like, it's just, it'd be almost damn near impossible. Now, I think Sauce will get it for 2 reasons.
Nobody
His
knows
name
his
is
first name.
Sauce.
Yeah,
His name
nobody
is
knows his
Sauce.
first name.
Nobody knows his real name is Ahmad Gardner.
Exactly.
Nobody knows his
Nobody
real name
knows
is
that.
Gardner. They think it's Sauce Gardner. They think that is his actual name. That is one of the coolest corner names ever.
It's
Ever. And
promise.
2, he plays in a big market. And the Jets are good. The Jets are good
They're
now.
good for once.
So more people got eyes on them. I mean, Seattle, people are watching Seattle and everything, but it's the Jets. They're in New Jersey, but they're a New York-based team. It's all eyes are always going to be on those teams. So I think Sauce will win it. But for me, I would pick, if I had to do it right now, it would be Tariq for sure.
I just had to play my favoritism here. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I definitely understand where y'all coming from with the turnover value and the what I'm saying, the points and what I'm
Got to
saying.
get the ball back to your
And
offense.
all that, yeah.
I mean, I personally would hope Jaquan Brisker gets it, but to each his own.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Maybe.
Here you go. All right, man.
Back-to-back Penn State guys. That'd be nice.
Let me check the chat. Okay, nobody ain't saying nothing bad. All right, man. Offensive player of the year.
Is this a question?
Yeah,
I wanna play devil's advocate.
I don't know why. I have no clue why.
He got a case.
He does not. He absolutely does not. He
case.
does not. Listen,
He got a case.
I've been on this island for years. For at least 3.
Oh, I know.
That Tyreek Hill is the best wide receiver in football.
I know.
He's the best wide receiver in football. And I even want to take it as far to say as it's not close. Like, what Tyreek, I'll get into his stats in a second. What Tyreek Hill does to defenses, nobody else can replicate. There's nobody in the league that tilts coverages and shifts just the numbers and the dynamic of defenses like Tyreek Hill. There's nobody like him. And I even go even further. There hasn't been a wide receiver who demanded this much attention throughout the entire week. Like, you stay up the entire week game planning for this guy. There hasn't been a wide receiver more dominant that way since Calvin Johnson. I know we love AB and we love Julio, but niggas wasn't scared to death of them like they were Calvin and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's speed, bro, it doesn't make any sense. He legit might be the fastest football player ever. So now let's get to the stats.
Mm-hmm.
He is on pace for over 2,000 yards at receiver. He has the most yards in the league by like 200 or like 180, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like one.
Yeah, it's not far.
It's like 80. It's like 80 because he got 140. He got 1,146. Jettis got 160.
There we go. So it's close.
I mean,
he's
I
leading the
160,
league in yards.
160.
He has the most catches. He has the most targets. He has the most 20-yard catches. He has the second most 40-yard catches. And he has the most first downs in the league. And we can see, even just if we're just taking it back to like numbers from last year as well. It doesn't have anything to do with this year, but as I'm just trying to point out how much he affects how defenses play you. Last year, the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes saw the least amount of man coverage in football last year. The very least amount. Last year, Tua with Jalen Waddle and them saw the most man coverage. That has completely flipped now that Tyreek Hill is on opposite teams. He makes you have to play zone because if you play man against Tyreek, it is over. Nobody has the horses in the secondary to keep up with him for 60 plays a game. He just switches the dynamic of your all more than any player in the league, man. He's clearly offensive player of the year for me. I know Jettis has been great, and Saquon has been great, and Nick Chubb has been great, but none of them have been as good as Tyreek Hill. Not even close to me, bro. Not even close.
I did want to get my Justin Jefferson agenda to keep going since I've seen division since day one, but you can't deny what Tyreek is doing. And honestly, if you really, it's ridiculous. I feel like at this point, he's becoming more vocal towards that he deserves his flowers, but he really does deserve like all of his flowers at this point. Like it shouldn't be a debate anymore. A lot of people still want to say Jefferson is the best receiver or Diggs or well, I think the Adams shit has died thanks to Carr, but it, it's Tyreek Hill, man.
Shout out Derek Carr, yo.
Yeah. It's Tyreek. It's Tyreek Hill trophy. Only thing that would have stopped this is if Derrick Henry was playing like he is right now the whole time.
I mean, yeah.
I still don't think that it would stop it because
I don't. Yeah, he's
Tyreek Hill is on.
It's just what he's doing
for 2,000 receiving yards, catching the football, man. Like, bro, like that is. It's almost impossible to think of.
And that's the only reason why I also want to play devil's advocate with Jettas right now, bro. Like, just comparing the numbers. Tyreek does have like 80 yards over Jettas right now, but he also has, I think, 12 more receptions than Jettas, and also 2 more touchdowns than Jettas. But Jettas is also on pace to break 2K. You know what I'm saying? He's also showed that in previous years, because in the same time last year, he only had 4 touchdowns through 9 games. And then he ended up having 10 or 11. I can't remember which one. So, the touchdown production, I believe, will pick up a little bit. And as we've seen, throughout the weeks, and as we've seen, this last week, as he just got his first player of the week for having that 193 yard game and having that he got catch of the year with that one. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, you know what I'm saying, he's a force to be reckoned with. If we go by I looked at the next gen stats, and even in that game right there, he had all 9 of his catches. No, not all 9. I'm sorry. It was all 9 of his catches had under 50% probability to catch rate. That was the most in NFL history since they started having the next gen stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Jett is definitely, you know what I'm saying? I 100% right now, I do believe that Tyreek deserves that award. Don't get me wrong. But I do want to play devil's advocate because I knew both of y'all would say that. So I want to also throw Jettas in the ring just because he also is on pace to break a record. And I feel like we all know for sure he's probably going to break Randy Moss's Vikings single season record, which is 1632. I think he's going to break that. So
he ain't break that last year?
Nah, 1632. He only had what did he have last year? I can't remember what it is, but nah, he ain't break it. I think he only had 15.
Yeah, I know he had 14 or 15 2 years in a row. Damn. Yeah, he had 14 his rookie year, 16 last year.
Oh, and also to add on top of that with the last game that he just had, also he has the most 100-yard games through 3 seasons in wide receiver history. And, we still got 9 games left, so that shit is only going to go up. And then also through the 42 games that he's played, he only has 2 less receiving yards than the leader in Odell Beckham right now, He had like 4,078. Jettis got like 4,076.
Early Odell was special.
Yeah. But nah, Odell smoked him in touchdowns though. Odell had 35 at this point. Jettis only got like 21.
Scoring like three
Yeah.
times a game.
Odell was special.
Special.
He's special.
He's no Josh Palmer, but he's special.
Yeah.
That's true. He's no Terrace Marshall Jr. But.
What the fuck?
What's the next one, Coach?
Defensive player of the year.
That's not discussion. It's not discussion.
I think it's a discussion, but there's a guy I picked that I'm pretty confident in picking. I'm listening though.
It's been quiet, but I don't think it's going to be too quiet for too long. He's going to make a lot more noise again. I think it's going to be Micah Parsons, man. And truly the reason why. Ooh, but my dark horse would be Judon if he keeps it up. But the way Micah Parsons just balling, man, he's a game wrecker. He's a game wrecker. And if you watch the Cowboys games, what Parsons does, it doesn't even have to be on the stat sheet anymore. Just him being in the area just tears shit up. It reminds me of how I felt about Nick Bosa, but you know, this is a weird race because TJ Watt went and tore his breast.
What?
Nick Bosa's getting blocked by 4 linemen. Aaron Donald is getting blocked by the whole line, and Joey Bosa is hurt again. So like, Myles Garrett is trying. He's an alien of some sort, but he's getting blocked by 4 people too. So like, you feel me? A lot of these teams with these defensive player of the year candidates, they don't have edge rush help with them. They're usually the rush. So once you double them, it's pretty much a good game. So, but the thing with Micah is, can you really double Micah? He moves everywhere. So it's hard to track it. So shout out to Fred Warner though. Fred Warner is balling this season. Seriously.
Fred Warner's a real guy. I got Micah too, man. He's the engine behind the top 5 defense. He's first in pass rush win rate, got 8 sacks, and 21 pressures, according to Pro Football Reference. But I think it's more than that. I think Pro Football Reference and everybody else does pressures a little bit different. I think they do like
everybody's numbers is way different. And
they're different. But that's why I got it. I got mine from Pro Football Reference. But Mike has been elected, except for last week. He did nothing. Green Bay had a really good game plan for him last week. They just ran the ball at him. Just said, we're not going to pass the ball. You can't get sacks if we don't pass, nigga.
I want you chasing Aaron Jones and having to tackle A.J.
Dillon the whole game. So, nigga, you ain't pinning your ears back and doing nothing. We're going to throw 9 times. But he's the ultimate disruptor, man. Like you said, if T.J. Watt was healthy, I'm pretty sure that he would be winning this award as of right now. Myles Garrett missed a game or 2, and he's just over there getting his ass whooped, man. Like, the Browns' defensive line is so bad. It's terrible. Joe Woods, and this can't be all his fault because some of it is just personnel, but that line is bad. So Myles Garrett has no help. Aaron Donald, it is literally Aaron Donald and whoever the hell else you want to just pick out of the Rams team. Like, it's nobody else, bro.
It's me out there.
It's Drew and Don out there. There's Drew, Don, and Leonard Floyd out there, nigga. That's it. That's it.
Floyd's a guy, yo.
So not this year, he ain't. But it's Micah, man. I'm pretty confident in saying Micah, especially because he's putting up these pass rush stats, and he still plays traditional linebacker a good bit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's an every down edge rusher.
But
so
it's just that every time he plays edge, he's just a god.
Except when he plays Sean Slater. But yeah,
it's every time he put his hand in the dirt, it's curtains.
He's special, man. He's special. I really don't have a close second. I mean, I do, but it's not gonna matter because the team stinks. It's Patrick Surtain. But the team stinks. Nobody's gonna give defensive player of the year to a team that got 3 wins, nigga. They 3-6.
Mine's gonna be Judon.
Nobody's gonna care that you're locking down everybody you play against. Your team keeps losing.
I wouldn't give it to Judon because he like
Judon is fine.
I
Judon
mean,
has been really, really good
I
this
mean,
year. I don't think
he's
Judon
been
has
good,
been
but
like elite,
when I
even
but when I've
what the numbers say though.
when I've looked at, like, he leads the league in sacks, but like when I look at the in-depth numbers, he's not at the top like everybody else is.
He
You know
gets a
what I'm saying?
lot of cleanup sacks.
Like, yeah, like
I
he
mean, but
got.
you got to get the sacks. So I'm not saying.
I mean, like, yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, you
I'm
get
not
the
trying to take it
sacks,
away
but
from him.
Yeah, you can stack
when you really look at it, yeah, but
everybody can't be Brian Burns.
Okay. Anyway.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and dive on down to Coach of the Year.
This is tough. This is tough.
Shit, not for me.
There's a lot of good coaches.
At the rate this going, y'all. Nah,
I don't want to go.
I want to go last this time.
I'm rooting for my two boys out in New York, man, Robert Saleh and DeBow. But really, I want to go with DeBow because, well, be honest, what were your expectations for this Giants team?
Oh God, I thought they were going to be awful.
You were not
like,
expecting.
I'm not going. I was talking shit. Now look at
Yeah,
me.
I thought they were going to be awful. I'm
Look
not
at
going to
me.
act like I didn't. I thought it was going to be awful.
I thought it was going to be a bar, bro.
And then look, and just picture this. Imagine, look at this situation. Aziz, his pass rusher, has not played all season.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Galladay, they signed him. He hasn't played.
He didn't sign Kenny Galladay though. That's for
sure.
Yeah.
So
he's going to get Kenny Galladay ass out
there
next.
Your first round wide receiver was traded. You still have Daniel Jones, who's everybody thought was a problem. Daniel Jones is still at quarterback, and you're winning games. This is absolutely insane to me, and you can tell that they really rally around DeBow, man. It's an emotional team. I've seen the games. They had their close W's. They fight all the way to the end.
They fight hard, brother.
It's a physical team, and the defense for some reason just blitz every single down and gives you no chance to breathe. And they not besides the blitz, and they also playing man. It's frustrating. It's like
they playing man with guys who the average fan just wouldn't be like, oh yeah. Like, even a casual fan probably couldn't tell you who Adoree Jackson is, nigga.
And
like,
Adoree Jackson's having a great season.
Great season, bro. Like, they're playing really good ball. My only, not a gripe or that I don't like about it, is that most of these games are being won off of grit, off of toughness,
physical football.
Just being physical, yeah. Good old-fashioned New York Times football. And that's cool and all. I get you rallying around guys. You got guys ready to lose their goddamn life.
You got to remember, in the NFC, that's winning football. It's sad. You don't need an elite quarterback. That's just winning football in the NFC. You just got to be physical.
You see what we are, bro. You
physical,
know what I'm saying?
Ugly ass wins. You see what the 49ers did to people in the playoffs last year. Nobody did. Come on, man. Nobody. It was disgusting.
Bro, Philly damn near lead the lead in rushing yards and shit per game. We got the number one run defense. You know, Giants got, their running game and whatnot. They got DJ and Saquon. So you know what I'm saying? Saquon's having a fucking amazing year.
And the Cowboys was having to win with Cooper Rush, dog.
Exactly. They was having to win with Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush won the game with 93 yards passing, yo. Come on now.
Like, and that was one of my other reasons I was thinking. I'm like, okay, Brian Daboll was winning games with Daniel Jones, but Mike McCarthy won 3 games in a row with Cooper fucking Rush.
Yep.
Like, if we're gonna use the quarterback excuse, I'm not. I'll put it like this: I would give it to Kevin O'Connell before I would Daboll, personally. But my coach of the year,
Don, what the hell is that?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, what the hell is
that? You, boy.
Yeah. My coach of the year is Mike McDaniel. The Dolphins have a top 3 offense in football, man.
Yeah, it wasn't me, yo.
It was gray ass. But yeah, it's Mike McDaniel. The Dolphins have a top 3 offense in football. 3 different players are having career years for them. And not only is the offense top 3, he's completely transformed the offense. Like, the personnel on that offense for the most part, is relatively the same. I mean, yes, they added Tyreek Hill and Teron Armstead, but as we know in the NFL, two players don't make up a system. Two players don't make up a unit. Last year, Tua was getting sacked every 3 damn times he dropped back. Mike McDaniel didn't come in there for 8 months and completely fix everybody on that offensive line not named Teron Armstead. They didn't just magically get great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of these passing lanes that Tua is getting these are manufactured by Mike McDaniel's play calling, his his ideology, and his knowledge of spacing and route concepts and all that shit. You're not supposed to be able to do what they're doing and not be able to run the ball. They can't run the ball. Like everybody's this past week, everybody's so excited. Oh, Jeff Wilson went crazy. They played the Browns. The Chargers also played the Browns and ran for 200 yards. I don't think the Chargers have 200 combined yards throughout the rest of the damn season. Not even gonna lie to you, rushing the ball. Not even gonna lie. I don't even know if the Chargers have 500 rushing yards this year. The Browns' rushing offense is bad. So I still think he needs to figure out what to do with the run game. I don't know what exactly he needs to fix, but I just think this transformation from being one of the worst offenses I've ever goddamn seen because they were doing what the Patriots are doing this year. They had two offensive coordinators. It was Chan Gailey, I think. Was it Chan Gailey? I don't know. But it was two people. There was two damn people last year for the Dolphins running their offense. And going from that to what we're watching now, man, that's coach of the year for me, bro. Like I said, three people having career years. Three.
I told people in the beginning of the season, that man is a genius. He just was waiting on the time, man. And you gave him Tyreek Hill. Like, why would you do that, people?
Look, man, they paid him $30 million. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. He's doing his thing, bro. He's really doing his thing. And it's not like it's just Tyreek and Waddle getting separation.
Yeah,
Gesicki is open. Trent Sherfield is open. I'm like, yo, everybody's ass naked open. Everybody. Everything, like, again, Tua's on pace for a career year. He's already had a career year at this point. Jalen Waddle has like 850 yards right now. If Tyreek Hill didn't exist, we would be like, oh, shit, Jalen Waddle breakout year. He's on pace for 1,700 yards. And we're like, Tyreek Hill. It's he's good and everything, but they got Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill's on pace for 17,000 fucking receiving yards. That's not a coincidence. Somebody had to make that happen, and I think most of that is Mike McDaniel, bro.
But I was with Don. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of with Don on the Daboll train, just because
I can understand it.
Just because it only depends on how they finish, and like I'm not gonna lie, it really depends on what their record is. That's the only thing that determines really whether or not he gets it from me. But outside of that, it came down to between the Vikings and whatchamacallit, the Dolphins. Kevin O'Connell and what's the
what a Robert Love at, man. The
fuck
Jets are second in the division now.
Fuck that. It's the Dolphins. But the only thing that separates the only thing that separates the Dolphins and the Vikings for me was that we kind of were in the offseason, were already like, damn, they got Tyreek and Waddle. This is ugly. Like, you know what I'm saying? We were already like, damn, this is ugly. And like, look at it now. Like, we already seen this kind of coming. I don't think anybody could have said halfway through the season the Vikings would be 8-1. And
no, but we knew the Vikings offense was going to be
good. But also being able to do what they did against the Bills right there, like literally at this point in the season, and how they've went about everything,
that defense
only losing to the best team in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, I feel
they
like
gave Harrison Smith that HGH, and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Kevin O'Connell got my vote right now. O'Connell got my vote right now, yo. I'm sticking with the Vikes.
Former Commanders coach Kevin O'Connell, that is.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
We,
That's true.
I'm telling you, man, we know how to set them up for success over here.
Finna take one of y'all niggas offensive trainers, and that nigga gonna become Bill Parcells in 3 years, nigga.
Waiting for the idiot that's gonna
Telling
take
you,
Scott
bro.
Turner.
Did y'all know that the Commanders in 2022 had baby Andy Reid on the bench? It's gonna be wonderful to see, nigga.
Oh my god, I hate that shit. That shit just makes me so mad. Like literally, it's probably 10 head coaches out there in the NFL that's been in the fucking Commanders room at some point in time, and there's been in DC at some point in time. I'm like,
It
nah.
hurts, brother. It hurts.
And then they all are successful everywhere else that they go.
It hurts. That's like me. I'm like, oh my god. There go McDermott.
Look at Sean McDermott go.
McDermott's still in Buffalo. All the assistant manager, Brandon Bean, left. Now he's the general manager in Buffalo. All that. Now they got like a championship team for him. Oh, that's nice.
It's unfortunate, that's for sure, brother.
All right, but
Sean was here. Now Sean had a winning franchise with the Giants. Yeah, perfect. Comeback play. This is hard for me because, like, I understand we can't count Saquon because technically he was healthy last year, but like,
he didn't come back from shit. What is he coming back from?
Why can't I pick Saquon? That's who I'm
adversity.
Picking. From what? Please, if we're gonna give the comeback to niggas that played, bro. Derrick Henry broke his foot in the middle of last year and played. That's more of a comeback than what Saquon Barkley did. Come on, man. I think this answer is easy. It's easy. It's Geno Smith. Huh? What are we doing, man?
Where you come back from?
Not starting? Not starting at all?
Nigga came back from West Virginia.
He came back from the Russell Wilson is better allegations, nigga. That's what he came back from. Like, come on, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, he's hooping.
He's cooking. Like, everybody's like, oh, Geno Smith for MVP. They was doing that a few weeks ago.
He's a top 5 quarterback right now. I'm sorry.
He's very, very good. Geno has been
arguably a top 5 quarterback. But I mean, like, at
balling.
5.
Balling, bro. He's been cooking his ass off. He's been accurate. He's been making these crazy out of platform, off structure throws that are just insane. He's comeback player of the year. There's not a close second for me. At least Nick Bosa,
Geno Hasselbeck.
Who else? Did Dak play? Dak missed a few games last year, didn't he?
Dak got hurt again.
Dak?
Yeah, but then he got hurt again this year.
Yeah, so it's just like
he play this week. He played this week. I ain't watched that game yet. But
who played this week? Dak? Yeah, Dak played. Yeah.
The NFL
was cooking because CD had a good game, so I'm assuming he cooked. Right?
CD was cooking.
I think the NFL really needs a most improved like the NBA does, because
yes, they do. But then
how do you?
That is, there's so many more players you can pick from in the NFL.
But like,
unless you're gonna do most improved for every fucking position, which is fine. I guess
that's fine for niggas like us. But
yeah, for us, but for like niggas that actually have to vote on
regular fans.
Who's voting for the most improved guard? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about the most.
Nobody cares about what Brady Christensen's doing, yo.
Who's the most improved nose tackle in the league? Nigga, they don't care about that.
Hey, they don't care about that.
Nigga, I don't know.
Yeah, you could say most improved like offensive player and then most improved defense.
Yeah, and defensive player. That's how I imagine you do it.
But that's still a wide range of positions and players you have to take into account. So,
like, because I think, is it you take the guy that had like, I guess that led the an edge rusher that led the league in sacks, or do you take somebody that had, I say not 14 like Trayvon had, but Trayvon had 14. I'm tweaking, but somebody that had like 8-9 picks. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that had 19 sacks compared to somebody that had like 9 picks.
If you're going to buy the letter of the words, the words in the damn phrase most improved, you got to go from a guy that had 4 sacks and he had 14 or some shit like Uchenna Nwosu, perfect. For the Chargers last year, he had 5 sacks. He has 8 already. if he ends up with 14 sacks, how can he not be the most improved? That's a 9-sack improvement. You know what I'm saying? So it would just be hard in the NFL. It's harder to it's harder to quantify improvement in the NFL because there's so many different roles and things that you have to do to improve. So it would just be hard to do that. I mean, we could do it, sure, but
I don't
niggas
know.
sitting down all the time doing it, nah, they ain't doing that
I
shit.
don't know, yo, because like then also you gotta think about the guys, like, because I feel like they're gonna. I feel like most people would consider it leaps, like leaps into tiers, and that's what would be like your improvement. So, like, would it be like somebody going from, I guess, like a star to superstar, and that would be like, but like, how would you gauge from like a rookie going from not a rookie, like a
But
second year player
how
going
can
into
you gauge how
like, you know
much
what I'm saying,
better
like.
you got if you went from a star to a superstar? Like, how do you gauge that?
Well, I'm talking about in terms
How
that
do you
we're
gauge
talking.
that?
I'm talking about in terms that we're talking about, like, Well, I never mind. I get
Like
what you're
Jay, we'll
saying.
take Jalen.
I get what you're
Let's take
saying.
Jalen Waddle. Let's take Jalen.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Jalen had a little bit over 1,000 receiving yards last year. He's on pace to smash that. But we knew Jalen Waddle was a fucking bucket last year. We
Yeah.
knew that. But because of the constraints of the quarterback and the offense, his numbers weren't as good as we knew he is. Now he's showing all that. Is that more improvement than, let's say, I don't fucking know. Let's see who had a down year last year. Christian Kirk. Is that more of an improvement than what Christian Kirk is doing? I don't fucking know. I don't know how to quantify that. I have no clue how to quantify that at
Yeah, you
all.
gotta
I'd have to watch every rep of both of them and be like,
right.
yeah, Christian Kirk is getting off the line better. Nigga, I ain't watching
And the
800
thing
Christian
is,
Kirk snaps.
nigga, and the thing is, on top of that, nigga, it's not just 800. You gotta watch 1,600 because then you gotta watch last year's tape.
Last year, you got to see the
You
difference
gotta watch
between
this
last year
year's
and a
tape.
completely different offense with a completely different quarterback. It's just way too much. There's no way they do that shit.
That shit
There's
is
just no way.
insane. You just
It'd
gotta
be
look.
hard for us to do.
Niggas just gonna have to look at the stats and be like, "Yep,
Yep, he did good.
this look bigger than
Mhm.
that one." Yep,
Mhm.
With him.
I know 80 is bigger than 61. I know that, nigga. How about that?
I'm with you. Oh, I gotta make it.
What we got next was last on MVP.
MVP.
Mhm.
Oh,
It pains me to say this. God, it hurts my soul.
nah, I mean, he should have. Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
It hurts.
I didn't expect it.
It hurts.
How do you not?
It's Patrick Mahomes.
I didn't like. I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm not gonna say like I expect a major drop off, but like I didn't like you lose. We see what Tyreek Hill is, and we knew what Tyreek Hill was, and you take that away, and now you just now like you were like nigga week 1, Juju wasn't doing this. You know what I'm saying? Week 1, it was just Travis and me Cole out there.
Miko.
Like, yeah, it was just them two for doing anything. Now, like, now we're in week 9, and now you see everybody getting involved in the offense. I will say that definitely. Everybody looks more consistent, and it looks like a more healthy, fluid offense, yes. But I wouldn't say I expected to be like, yeah, Mahomes a clear-cut MVP. At this, like, nigga, Josh, we still got Josh Allen that we're still talking about. You know what I'm saying? We got Jalen Hurts to talk about still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did not expect me to just be like, yes. And the Chiefs got a worse record than the Eagles, and I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
it's Mahomes,
And he's lost to Josh Allen.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's still Mahomes. I'm sorry.
It's clearly Mahomes. I don't even think it's not that there's not a close second, but there's not anybody else I'd even give a vote to. Not even gonna lie. They have the best offense in football. He has the most touch. He has 26 touchdowns and 7 picks. Right. 26 touchdowns from 10 games, by the way. He's second in EPA per play. And for people that don't know what EPA per play is, it basically it quantifies how many points per play you would score. You score on any given play, given down and distance, time, weather, all that shit, opponent, strength of schedule, all that. The only player that's higher than him is Tua. Tua has taken 200 less snaps than Mahomes. Mahomes is second in EPA per play, man, at like 1.77. So basically, what that means, every 7 plays Mahomes does anything, anything. Doesn't matter if he fucking sneezes on the football, anything. It's a touchdown. That's what EPA per play basically quantifies. He's been out of his goddamn mind, dude. He's been crazy. He's negating pressure better than he ever did. We like to say that this Chiefs offensive line is good based on last year. Hasn't been that good this year.
I think
It's been a train wreck. It's been Orlando Brown can't block anybody on this podcast.
Oh, this
Andrew
is last
Wiley's
year.
been
Don't worry.
running off.
He better wished he would have wished he signed that extension, nigga.
I'm telling you, now he ain't getting that. But the offensive line hasn't been great. He hasn't been last year. He put the ball in harm's way a little bit more than I'm used to, honestly. This year has a really low turnover percentage, turnover worthy play rate. Like I said, his pressure to sack rate, which is how many pressures you get, into how many sacks you get. He's not taking sacks. He just doesn't take negative plays. And that's the mark of a good quarterback to me. I get it. We love explosives. We love efficiency. We love big plays. We love, the no-look shit that he does. But the biggest mark of a good quarterback to me is how often do you not take negative plays. That doesn't mean you're not throwing interceptions. Interceptions happen. Like, I think interceptions are the most overrated stat in football. If somebody throws the ball 680 times, you telling me the other team ain't going to catch it 12 times over 18 games? I mean, interceptions are just a little bit overrated to me. So his interceptions numbers are never going to bother me. He's been damn near perfect, bro. Seriously, the only bad game he had, really, the Chargers game. He was bad. He should have had 3 picks that game. He should have. He was just bad that game. Every other game he's been, maybe the Colts game, he was a little off. That was a weird ass game. But he's been the best quarterback in football, bro. And I don't even think it's close.
The generational quarterbacks make the receivers, they make the offense, they make the team. We've seen Brady do it.
I disagree with that, but I'm listening.
Damn, Brady ain't getting no flowers.
No, I'm talking about that the generational quarterbacks make the offense. You have to have a baseline of players around. You gotta have
somebody.
Something, nigga. Something. You gotta have. If he was throwing to Albert Wilson, Jalen Tolbert, and Sammy Watkins instead of Juju, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and whoever, he wouldn't be doing this. I just think it's a baseline of talent. That's personally. It's baseline.
Mm-hmm. Get that boy Eddie Royal.
Give him Eddie Royal. Give him Brandon LaFell, and give him, I don't know, Kelvin Benjamin. I don't think he'd be doing that.
That's 30 touchdowns.
Good enough. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a baseline of talent. But you took, like Gray said, you took away Tyreek Hill, and everybody thought, oh, well, his numbers were going to diminish.
The greats.
I thought so too. I didn't think his play would be any different.
Like,
still ain't the same to me.
I didn't think that, I thought he just, it just wouldn't look. It wouldn't look like he'd miss a beat.
It wouldn't look. It doesn't look the same. That's for sure. The offense is completely different. Doesn't look the same structurally. He's doing the same shit though.
Yeah,
he's still doing it. Who gives
Everybody
a shit?
knows, man.
Tyreek Hill or Sky Moore. I don't care. I'm gonna throw the ball anyway. You know what I'm saying? Even though Sky Moore's been.
It don't matter. The great Noah Gray, huh?
Mm-hmm. And Jody Fortson and shit. Like, come on, son. How are these guys making big time plays for you? Because you got Patrick Mahomes.
He is the air that I breathe.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Hello?
That boy.
Oh. What up? Oh, what the hell did I just click on? Oh shit. My bad. There we go. All right, but let's get into the NBA takeaways, y'all.
Yeah. It's very very weird start to the season, but low key, the NBA has been like the teams they've been what you expected them to be. There hasn't really been
For the most part, yeah.
there haven't really been a surprise team. You expected a leap from Cleveland, you got it. Boston's still good. Milwaukee still the best. The Warriors still good. You knew the Lakers was gonna suck. They still suck.
Ah,
They're bad.
the
Only
Warriors,
only surprise probably what
Utah.
well yeah Utah, but
Utah's a
But they
surprise.
coming back down to earth now, bro. If you
yeah
just watch the last few
if you
games.
were a real like basketball watcher, bro, you knew Utah wasn't gonna fall off too bad because they at least had decent players. They ain't sitting in there pulling trash on the court like Oklahoma City, but you know
OKC 7-7, boy.
that's because Gilgis Alexander just
Yeah,
will
because
never
Shay
get
like
his
that.
back. Yeah,
Yeah,
man, that ain't gonna last.
I'm
His
not
back
gonna
gonna hurt.
lie.
His back
I
gonna
looked
hurt.
at.
He got one time to have a sore back, and Presti's gonna sit him out for
Yeah,
30 minutes.
Presley like, now, fuck that boy.
Oh, bro. I looked at the
You
lineup
gonna
they threw out
smash
tonight, bro, against us. I was like, Shay.
the ball.
Who was it? It was Shay, Giddy, Williams,
Boy,
Lou,
Giddy had a triple double
and
last
then
night, boy.
Josh Giddey can play too.
I can't say the guy name. Let's start his first name start with an A, last name start with a P.
Alex Pokusevski.
Yeah, Pokashevsky. Yeah, yeah, he was playing center. I was like, these brothers playing a little small, but fuck it, they balling. Like these brothers putting a little game plan together. These
Now
brothers
the only thing I would say
What's
is
going
shocking, but it's not really shocking, is Luca is going absolutely fucking nuclear, dog, and it's
I am on a Luca for MVP agenda.
he want that MVP bad right now. He want team success too, but being Luca, that's what comes with it. He'll get there.
See, that tied into one of my takes too, man. That's good.
I definitely did.
One of my takes was, I think we are officially here with this is the Young Stars League now. The old guys are done, man. Damn, that ties into my other take too. So let me go with the second one first. The Stars, the Young Stars. These guys are different, man. These guys are here. They are ready to carry our next generation. I'm gonna just list 4 of them, and I'm gonna list off the stats. And we all know that their teams have been very good, and we know that. Luka, as of right now, is averaging 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists on 49. His 3-point shooting. He's not a bad shooter. You're not leaving Luka open.
It's the selection.
It's the shots. Why does it have to be a step back every single 3 you shoot? Are you kidding me? Like, come on, bro. You can't spot up one time, just once or twice a game.
I gotta get mine.
3. Like, my God.
3 more than 2. Gotta get mine.
I mean, yeah, sure, but you ain't gotta dribble 9 times before you shoot it. He's averaging 34, 9, and 8 on 49%, 29%, 76% shooting splits. Tatum, 32, 7, and 4 on 49, 36, 86. And he's still all world on ball defender. Ja is averaging 29, 6, and 7 on 48, 40% from 3 and 78 from
He heard you, Stu. He heard you. He said, "You want this 3 ball? I got you."
Mm-hmm.
And he got that in between game. Last year, the 3 ball was fine, but when he wasn't jumping over 7-foot European men or shooting threes, he wasn't scoring because he didn't have no in between game. It's getting there now, so I like that.
He trying to get in the 50, the 40,
40, 50, 90. But there is somebody close to that, and that's Don Boy, D. Mitch. 31, 5, and 6 on 51, 43, 87. I mean, God, he's not missing. Like, he's literally just not missing shots. Just not doing it. These 4 guys, man, they're a pleasure to watch every night.
Let's talk some spider talk. That boy see Garland. He see Garland passing like that. He said, "Oh, that's how you pass the ball." Okay.
Special, man. I can't wait till Cleveland, for the last 2 years, they were just unhealthy at the wrong times, and it kills me. They were hot, and then D. Mitch get hurt. Like, oh, God damn it. And then Evan Mobley sprained his elbow or some shit like that and was out of game or something like that. It's just unfortunate how they get hurt. But
It's the
the
Cleveland
young
way.
stars, yeah, they here, man. They here.
I love it. I love
They
it.
are here.
Braun coming back, baby.
That takes me to my other take, my first take. The way that we are watching the teams that LeBron and KD are on treat them in their last hours with us is just disgusting.
Criminal.
It should be tried in court for war crimes, Graylin. Are you kidding me?
I don't
Listen,
like it.
KD's
I don't
over
like
there with a 6'10 Australian that doesn't want to play basketball anymore. He just doesn't want to play. The other guy, the point guard, hates Jewish people for some damn reason. He just tweeting out books about how the Holocaust wasn't fucking real. Like, are you kidding me? And it's just him. It's just KD and Edmund Sumner and Royce
Royce
O'Neal.
O'Neal.
And Joe Harris. And Joe Harris can't shoot no more. It's Joe Tsai, who was their owner, should be ashamed of himself. He can't predict that Kyrie was going to go full scorched earth and shit and all that
I
weird
mean,
shit.
I feel like
You couldn't predict that.
you couldn't predict it, but
Not that.
but
Not
you knew,
that.
but you knew he was one of them kind of guys.
Yeah, but you didn't know he was
Man,
going to come out
he
and
was
put a book
the
out and was
Earth
like,
is
you know
flat
what?
guy,
The
not
Holocaust is fake.
Yeah. He was
What?
the Earth flat guy, not Farrakhan.
Yeah, nigga, like, what's going on, son?
Man, we all knew Kyrie wasn't.
Kyrie got a screw loose, and that's okay. Like, he's a great basketball player. But that's what's surrounding 34, about to be 35-year-old Kevin Durant. And then LA. Oh, God. They have nobody on the team that can shoot. Russell Westbrook has played very well off the bench, but they're paying $47 million for a bench player. The front office won't make any moves to acquire NBA level shooters and defenders. So it's the way those two front offices are handling those guys. It's frustrating the hell out of me, man. Oh God, it makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach, bro. Steph is fine. That bench, oh God, the Golden State bench is awful, bro.
I don't think it's
Wiseman.
just the bench,
The
yo.
starters will be in, and they will be up 19. And as soon as Kaminga and Moody hit the floor, that lead is gone, bro. That bench is so bad. And that's not like,
Right.
oh, Steph can't handle it because the starting lineup is good. But like, damn, man. It's
But they've lost a lot. Like the dynasty over the run. Like I think that now it's over. I don't think
That's
we're gonna
because
see.
Clay is a cooked product.
yeah,
I
I'm about
don't,
to say
I don't see them in the
we didn't
top
think
four
Clay was
no
gonna
more.
turn into Jason Capono overnight.
Like
But yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't see him in the top four anymore. Because yeah, you lost. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the offensive or defensive value of Clay anymore. Draymond ain't what Draymond used to be. You still don't have any bigs. You don't got, and since you know what I'm saying, you don't got Clay or Dre. You really don't have any wing protection anymore. You know what I'm saying? You got Jordan Poole. He don't play defense. Wiggins isn't a. I mean, Wiggins is solid. No, don't
Wiggins
get me
improved
wrong.
this year. Wiggins
Wiggins
nice.
is solid as a
You
defender.
know what I'm saying about the good old Kansas legend,
But
huh?
yeah.
You Wiggers.
But
Champion.
yeah, you know, you just saying Wiseman, your first round, your first round number 3 draft pick to the G League. You know, it ain't looking good over there. It's not. And then you're not starting off the season hot. You're 6-8 right now, and you know that's not anywhere close to even a play-in right now. So, I don't think this is a good look for Golden State right now. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my takeaway. I think this season is not saying they can't bounce back next year or anything, but I think this season is one of them down seasons for them where like it's one of them top teams that's
Yeah, it's really early in the season.
just he fall out a little bit, you know. Yeah.
And then, so my last take. Oh, did y'all have any more?
I said Luka for MVP. Golden State. What was my third one?
Well, you think about your third one. Don, you got one?
The Wizards are contenders.
All right, let's
Oh,
skip on that.
oh, you want to talk about it? Okay, Wizards contenders. I like it.
Nah. Oh,
Wizards
this is
to
a good rookie
contenders.
class. That's refreshing.
Yes, that is a good rookie class. I wasn't going to get into that, but yes, one of the guys I was going to talk to is in that rookie class. Talk about is in that rookie class.
Paolo, yeah.
It was, yeah.
What was my job? God damn it! I just looked. Oh, I think Philly is in a little bit of trouble.
Oh yeah, they're in big trouble. They're in trouble.
I think Philly in trouble, yo.
They're in
I
trouble.
think that a lot of it comes down to a little bit of depth. And a lot of it also comes down to
a little bit of depth. They need a lot of that shit.
Yeah, like a majority of it is depth, but it also comes down to the fact that I think that Harden is a little cooked.
Ain't no look.
Yeah, and he hurt again, bro. Like
Harden a little cooked, yo. Like, and then he don't got that first step. He can't, like what we just talked about the other day. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got the first step no more. He can't kind of foul hunt a little bit. His shooting hasn't been the same for real. Like, he's got to kind of be the real live like point guard at this point, and then Tyrese got to step up and be more of a scorer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then also Tobias got to not be less than mid. He gotta be mid at least, and then Joel got to be Joel. But who knows what's gonna go on with Joel, because he got his own injury history and his own problems and stuff like that. So.
Listen, man, as long as Philly has Doc Rivers coaching, Matisse Thybulle,
also
Yang in the rotation, too, yeah. I can't take him serious. I can't. I just can't.
Him too, yo. Doc Rivers, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But my last take, it was a few players who I really like coming into the season that have exceeded my expectations. One was Paolo Banchero, rookie for the Orlando Magic. He's been sensational, bro. He's been sensational.
I think he's good anyway.
He's been, from what I've watched, he's been okay defensively. I'm not going to act like I've watched 13 Orlando Magic games, but I've watched a good portion of 4 or 5 of them. And from what I've watched, he's been fine. Fine defensively. He's averaging 23.5, 8 and 4 on 46% from the field. 23.5 as a rook. 6'10", can dribble, can shoot, can get to the lane. And a lot of people didn't know, not that they didn't know, but they didn't pay attention to. He can pass. For a guy his size, he can really pass. Like, he ain't Luka or nothing, but he can pass. Another guy we was just talking about, Shea. I thought Shea was going to do his thing, 24.5, 25, 4 and 4. Currently, Shea is averaging 31.5, 4 and 6, or 53, 37, 94. 94 from the free throw line. He's been balling. OKC is a lot better than we expected. They're 7 and 7, or 6 and 7, 1 and 2. And then the last guy is one of my favorite players to watch in the league, period.
De'Aaron Fox.
No, Buff Klay Thompson.
Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bane is a basketball player, man. Basically 25, 5 and 5 on 46, 45, 91.
You hoping.
And it's not that it's sad or anything, because it's not like he's out forever, but he's out like 2 or 3 weeks. Literally when Jaren gets back. Literally when Jaren got back. I want to see them guys healthy, man. I really want to see them boys healthy, because that's a good big three right there, especially if Jaren continues his success from last year and Bane continues what he's doing so far. That's a really good team. That's crazy good big three right there.
Of course, for sure. What you on that one? Them boys definitely got the horses out there with the young squad and whatnot. And they got the city behind them too. So it's only
real at them games, young.
The sky the limit over there, yo. They be having everybody that motherfucker.
Yeah, they had niggas shooting dice at the game, young. That's all, yeah.
They be having fucking Black
This is my type
Youngster,
of basketball team.
2 Chains, fucking
Mm-hmm.
Money Bag. They be having everybody at that motherfucker.
But see, they always had the city lit for real, even when Zebo and them was there. You know, Zebo was
Oh yeah,
trapping
because
out,
he was
out the
Grit
trapping.
rock.
and grind, grit and grind.
Because he had to serve niggas
Oh,
and pay up
he had
money
to
after the
serve
game.
your
That's
body
probably
at
why.
halftime.
He had to pay up after the game sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
That's funny shit.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. That nigga got bagged off the trap phone. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Said, brother, it's
They're
2014.
like,
You ain't
why you got 2 phones? I know you're
yeah,
an
well,
NBA
you was
player,
not
but why you got
not in
2?
2013. You not. Like, come on, yeah. Come on, Zebo.
But yeah, we got anything else for the fire?
I'm finished cooking up.
I'm finished cooking up. I got everything I gotta say out, man.
Oh God.
All right, but let me get my shout outs out. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. It's been another pod. I appreciate y'all for tuning into another episode of 3-Way Deal. I just started like shit. But I want to give a big shout out to some of our biggest supporters and whatnot. I want to shout out GBG, Go Brand Gaming. Shout out Proc, shout out Eric. If you want to get into sports gaming and whatnot, tap into them. They be having tournaments, contests, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Elite gaming community and whatnot. So check them out. Want to shout out to Little Butt Streaming. Shout out Rage. If you ever go on Twitch, type in Little Butter, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If you ever see that community, check it out. Definitely a lot of video games. Definitely a lot of just gaming in general. Like not even just video games. It's just like it's a whole community of them playing. Like you could play Family Feud one night. It could be a scary game. It could be like drinking games and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a whole community just having fun and whatnot. So check them out. Shout out to Maryland Heat. Shout out my man Tyreek. Shout out my man Eric. Shout out my man Buford. Shout out my man Derek. Shout out Jay. All them they doing a great job, you know what I'm saying, in the community. They doing a great job coaching up them young boys, you know what I'm saying. If you ever have a kid that wants to get into football in Maryland, go to the Maryland Heat. They're gonna get them right, you know what I'm saying. They're gonna install a lot of good things into, you know what I'm saying, your son, your daughter, if they allow women to play. I don't know, but tapping it up, you know what I'm saying. And also shout out to the person that was able to give us these lovely microphones and the other studio equipment. Shout out to Schemes Marketing. Shout out to them. Shout out Big Drew. Able to make a lot of this stuff possible for us.
The real Drew.
Stuff, yo. Yeah, the real Drew, not the Drew
I
design.
got that fake 301.
Not that one. Not the one that was at the bottom of the screen at the beginning of the pod, yo. Not that one. Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
But yeah, man. That's another pod.
Let's do it, yeah.
Yeah, Stu.
No, everybody. I love y'all. Everybody be safe. Don't talk to strangers. Don't do drugs.
Unless the stranger giving you drugs. I mean, my bad. Don.
Don't hate Jewish people, y'all. For real.